All right, and so on this highlight series with the Bounder, we're going to go ahead and go over a little bit of the main controls here on the dash and how to operate those things and make them work best for you. All right, so I'm sitting here in the captain's chair, and when we're going to go ahead and take off, make sure that when you see this little thing on the dash here, brake, you're going to want to go ahead and release the parking brake down here right above your left foot. And we're going to go ahead and do that now because I'm going to go ahead and pull this machine out. So if you don't do that, it can cause some big trouble. So make sure you release that thing. I'm just going to go over real quick just the portions here. Right here on the dash, you're going to have standard controls. You'll have travel radio or park radio, and what that's going to do is just change speaker setups. Utility light, that's just going to change portions here on the dash. Generator startup, you can hold this one and that'll go ahead and prime the generator. Then you can hold the generator start button and that's going to crank over your generator, and it's cranking over right now. It's been a cold morning, so it's going to take a little bit to start that thing up, but once it starts up, it'll go ahead and run, and you can go ahead and operate any of the stuff in the unit off of that generator power while it is running. So that's real handy to have. So, and to shut that thing back down, you'll just hit that button there. Simple enough. That shuts the generator off. Then you have your heater controls, your AC controls, pretty much anything pretty standard like any other unit. These right here are the retracting and leveling jacks here. So we recommend don't mess with these. These things, they can be pretty crazy. If they end up getting stuck down on you, you'll end up getting stuck where you're at. So that can be kind of crazy. So, we just recommend that, most places have a pretty good leveling parking area where you can park and, set up for the night. So we just recommend trying to find a good level spot. We also provide some leveling blocks, and you can go ahead and use those on the unit to help level you out. So, and there's also some levels here on the side, and that'll help you gauge whether or not you're level forward or back, side to side. You have some mirror controls here, and also heated mirrors here, and some clearance lights for down below. So those are pretty cool. Probably stuff you won't end up needing, but and also the horn on this guy, kind of crazy, it's down here. So if you wanted to play with that. Oh, I forgot one more thing. So the lights for this unit are right here. That's lights all the way on, that's parking lights, and that's lights off. And then of course you have your high beams and your low beams right here. On this unit you'll also have all of your holding tank levels and all of those controls here. So you'll be able to see your water tank, which is empty now. Won't be empty when you pick up unless it's winter like it is now. Battery level condition, which is good and full right now. And then your LP gas, which is your propane, and that is full right now. Then you have your gray water and your black water, which are both empty right now. So that's basically all there is to it here in the captain's chair. And the couch here actually doubles as a pull-out bed. So you'll have that area and that'll sleep too. Then you'll have the dining area, which actually right up under here, there's a little lever, and you'll go ahead and push that guy out of the way. This will operate downward, and which will allow you to go ahead and it'll actually slide up out of the wall right here. So as you can see, it's kind of keyed in right there. So you'll just lift that guy up, and what it's going to do is it's going to sit down in between here and here, and that'll allow you to slide these cushions in on the side and slide these backrests in on the other side, and that'll sleep 2 more people. So pretty handy. Here's the slide room control in and out. So we'll go ahead and hold the out button, and then you'll see that operating the slide room outward. And what that does is it gives us a lot more room in this baby, which is nice. All right, so that's what it looks like when that thing is slid all the way out. So what it does is it snugs up nice here against the top and against the base. And when you're go ahead and you're operating that slide room, just make sure that this seat is out of your way, because if that thing gets in the way of that, it won't stop. It'll break something. That won't be fun. So it gives you plenty of room here on the floor. Then you're going to be able to go ahead and operate this pull-out bed and have tons of room for that. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the slide back in now. And I'm also going to go ahead and show you real quick, right next to that slide button, there is this battery disconnect button. Don't touch it. Don't touch that button. These buttons right here, just don't touch them. They're for service, and if you're going to go ahead and mess with those, you could end up causing some confusion and end up thinking that something's broke when it's not, and maybe getting stuck somewhere. So we just don't touch those. Slide room control, we just hold the in button, and I'll let you view that as it's coming back in and see what that looks like once it's all the way in, and how you're going to want to see it before you hit the road. Alright, so that's basically it. You see that thing snug up at the top, then at the bottom, and you know it's nice and snug on the outside, and the seal is complete. So then you'll be all ready to rock and roll and hit the road. And that wraps up the interior portion of the Boundary.